Okay, so I am wearing the same shirt I was in the intro video because this is right after I recorded the intro video. So this is just a little short little studio video. It's 4:40 p.m. right now. I have to go start cooking dinner. But after dinner, I'm going to come back and I'm going to record. I'm looking up at where my microphone is. I'm going to record a short story that I wrote for a Reddit writing prompt. It's very short. I also love doing these voiceovers where I just read stories because one of my favorite things on YouTube is to just listen to people tell stories. I love all of the r/Reddit channels. And gosh, I've been listening to those for like a while now. A couple years, maybe? At least a year. And I love just like kicking back with my cell phone games and just listening to stories, even if they're not true. I don't really care. If it's a good story, it's a good story. So my wife is really into writing, and she sent me her response to a writing prompt on Reddit, and then I suddenly got creative ideas, so I wrote one myself, and I got really into it. Like, for the whole day, I was in the story. I existed in the story. It was so amazing. I got so into it. I don't know if it's actually a good story, but I thought it was a good story, and I really got into it. So I wanted to share it with you guys, and I'm going to read it. I'm going to record it as audio and just upload it to here and also my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Zefora, as just audio. And that's what I'm doing today. And because I've recorded this video, now hopefully I'll actually get my butt back in here after dinner and do it. That's the hardest part. So maybe I'll do a little video right after dinner to get myself back in here so that then I'll stand up and turn on the PC and the laptop and actually like record. Anyway, that's it. Okay, so it's 2 days later. That is not what I did. After dinner, I realized I should just focus on one project at a time. And since I had just made a video, I should edit the video. I had to learn how to use the software that I was using. Oh my god, excuse me, I'm sorry, I have allergies. But then I had like all of these problems. Oh my god. Oh my god. So anyway, it's done. And now I've learned how to do that, which is great. So today, it's a couple days later, I just finished recording. I'm going to do these check-ins after I do stuff because I'll say like, I'm going to do this stuff and then I don't do it. And then I feel like a disappointment to myself. So I just finished recording the short story that I wrote. And the writing is supposed to be a zombie story. So I may upload it first so you can hear it, and then I'll do this check-in video to talk about it. So it's a zombie story, and the writing prompt was something like, it's the apocalypse, you're turned into a zombie, you can't talk, but you're connected to all the other zombies like a hive mind, psychically, and you feel amazing. Like, it's the most amazing feeling, and you're happy. You're like blissfully happy, and everything's fine, and it's the most wonderful experience you've ever had. And you want to share that with people, but you can't talk, and you're a zombie. So that was the writing prompt. And everyone was writing these stories that were kind of generic. It was sort of just everyone's point of view of like what it's like to be a happy zombie and trying to get other people to join you. And that was fine, but by the time I got to the writing prompt, I felt like my story is just going to be another generic story. And I didn't want it to be. I like to subvert expectations with my stories. And because the writing prompt was the spoiler alert, I felt like I wouldn't be able to do that. So I got disappointed, but then I decided, I'm just going to go walk on the treadmill for a while, get some blood into my brain, see if I can like think of a creative idea to do something different. Because I don't want to just do the same thing everyone else is doing. That's not what I like to do. So I walked on the treadmill for a half hour, and by the time the end of the walk, like by the time the treadmill stopped, I had a story in mind and I knew what I was going to do. And I was going to turn a zombie story into a sci-fi story. Subvert expectations. So every time you think you know what's going on, it's not what you think is going on, and then you think you know what's going on, but you don't know what's going on. And so that's the goal of the story. So hopefully I achieved that. And I apologize if the story starts out so vague that you don't really understand that it's a zombie story. I tried to get that post-apocalyptic thing, but I didn't even want to use the word zombie because everyone was saying zombie. I wanted to use something different. So I called them stalkers, but it is a zombie story, except it's not a zombie story. It's a sci-fi cyberpunk kind of story because I like cyberpunk. So anyway, that's it, and I hope you like it, and if you don't, that's okay. It was just for fun, and yeah, that's it. Oh, and thanks for all the feedback on my first video, because I really appreciate that. I really felt like I connected with some people, and I wasn't even expecting that. I was like, I'm just gonna put it up and no one will watch it, and that's okay because I'm just doing this for me. So thank you. I really appreciate the feedback and the conversation that was started, and I hope we have more. So please share your stories, and as I do more videos with like as I do more videos about, I think my next one's going to be about failure and disappointment and how to cope with that, and tell you some stories about stuff that's happened to me. And then I'm hoping that you'll share your stories with me, because I really like to hear them. So anyway, yeah, that's it. This is just supposed to be a quick studio check-in, so I'm going to end the video, and please feel free to share these. A few people have already shared this on Facebook, which I really appreciate, because if I can get more followers, I could start monetizing my channel, which I would like. That's not the point of these videos, but it would be nice. So yeah, like, subscribe, share, click the little bell so that you get notifications when I upload, and that's it. So anyway, have a great day and be good to each other, and I'll see you soon. Bye.